What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. And this particular video, I'm doing Mary. I just got through doing my scandal, y'all. If y'all watch my scandal reviews, like I said before, there's too much going on. I don't think I'm going to retire doing these scandal reviews after it's over with. This rest of this season, okay. But anyways, I'm reviewing some Mary, season 3, episode 3, 4, 5, whatever, right? And I don't know about y'all, but like I said, shout out to my YouTube fam, shout out to my old new subscriber. If you're not subscribed, click down below and, like and share. Or do one or all above. Don't forget to subscribe. But anyway, y'all, I'm just, I don't know about y'all. I know I keep saying that, but are we all starting to love Mary so much? I mean, they sing us up a pro. You can never take away these young ladies have clout. You can never take away that Warren Campbell knows how to make a good hit and have us praising the Lord at the same time. But, I mean, personally, to me, I hate to say this, and I've read y'all comments and stuff, and other people who do Mary reviews, that some of them mostly are my YouTube fam, who do Mary reviews, like Marcus Williams, Some More Love, or I think also the Ghetto View, yeah, she does them too. But we all, it's kind of get to the point where you see clash in one way or the other. Either you get to the point where you start not too much like the Mary so much, and it's becoming, unfortunately, reality TV curse, where somehow the reality TV show that they're on affects them, some fans, Kelly Price, Coco, or marriages. Remember, I don't know if y'all seen the MTV shows. I'm sorry to be ranting, but remember, it got rid of 2 or 3 marriages when they used to have reality TV shows like Carmen Electra, Jessica Simpson, and her marriage. And it was somebody, I could have sworn it was somebody else. She had that guy who was in, what's my age again? I know y'all probably, but it got 3 marriages divorced after having reality TV shows. I'm just saying, unfortunately, it's one of those things where the curses is, and it, let me get this out the way with the Warren Campbell situation and the Mitch. No, I'm not going to go through everything. I'm just going to rank the points that I thought was important or stood out to me. Now, we got this thing where Mitch is meeting up with them and Tina and Erica. And, Erica has not talked to Mitch ever since, they got into it at the restaurant, whatever, last episode. And, of course, here they always want to blame Mitch. And, like I said, I'm like, it's like a repeating pattern over again. It's like, I'm glad I'm only going to show it in this season, but I'm like, I'll be glad when actually this partnership, which really doesn't seem to be partnership, is over with. He's basically saying that Post have the gospel success in Atlanta, but one of his children is some college fund thing or some dinner, some important event with his kid, he has to do, and he's not going to let William that a year or that, but they're fed up with him anyway for various reasons. They do say later on there's some lady that met with him after they did a gospel festival performance, somebody who has like connections and stuff to, like, I guess a lot of business and stuff and marketing except or something like that. And she said she tried to call, but Mitch, doesn't, like I said, I don't know what's going on. I'm just going by what is being said. But is this part here saying, like, a lot of times they've lost a lot of deals because of Mitch's behavior, they don't get the calls or anything like that. And I'm thinking, like, I ain't gonna lie, it's like, okay, if he was doing all this problems, why do you keep him around 2 years for that long and stuff like that? And he's getting shout out to Christy Johnson, because she also pointed out that if y'all watch Preacher's Daughters, the one family called with a girl named Kobe, the youngest one is on this season, he's managing their family. He's managing Leslie, I think her name is. I love her. He's also managed the half away, and he is actually a very good manager and has a lot of good names under his belt, and some other people too. So I'm just saying, for him to be such a bad manager, I'm just saying, but there's still people want to sign up with him. Never mind, that's another conversation. If y'all want to comment some more what y'all think about that, y'all go there. But it's like he supposedly is such a mess up, But like I said, for him to take the time out, how Tina's in the confessionals, it's his last chance, and about that to show us that he could have been mentioned. It's like, y'all just hanging, y'all thread of y'all partnership is hanging on. It's a thread, and it's that little thin part when the thread is about to break or something, the rope is about to break, and it's not durable, and that's the point where it's getting, y'all. And I'm getting the point, like, how many more episodes we got of the season? Because it's really annoying, almost, to see this crash failed. But like I said, didn't he have to stop a lot of things because of their family circumstances? With both of them, the babies and other stuff that he had to pause, and even Tina taking a trip out with Teddy. I mean, I know it's repeating again, but you know about that because it's not the first time I said it or the first time we heard about it. But it's like, you know, there's a lot of personal things that go into their business relationship. That, I mean, I'm just saying, look at both sides. But you know, so he knows there's some tension between him and Erica and stuff like that. You know, him and Erica, but it's not the same or something's not right. So Erica decides to invite him again and tells him that basically, you know, he wants him to work with her new manager who used to be their old manager to work, I guess, a schedule thing out. And he's like, I'll work with the block and stuff like that, but right about now, I just feel like heck no to working with your manager. And he's like, you know, because he feels kind of hurt, offended. We all know how Mitch feels, but of course, Erica in a confessional, stuff like that, like, wait, you know, that's not fair why he's doing that. Can we say the same about them with their behavior? And so, before they go on the trip, they show this cute scene. It's two scenes. Let's take the positive about the babies. Now, this young little girl, she has this wolf, what is it called? Wolf syndrome. Her Neve, I don't, you know, opposite him. I don't want to mispronounce nobody, especially the babies. But God bless her and her family. And it's a Make-A-Wish Foundation wish, and they go to perform to see this little girl in a song called, you know, It's the God in Me makes her calm down, because the illness makes her where she, you know, has a lot of, you know, movements that's out of control and stuff like that. She can't walk or can't talk. But it was just so beautiful to see this little child that she was able to smile and everything. And they sang the song, It's the God in Me, and also it did make her calm down. It was just so beautiful. It just, you know, I ain't gonna, that was such a sentimental moment to me, y'all. I'm not gonna say I was gonna cry or anything. It's just something like that that's beautiful, you know, a beautiful moment. And you know, they held the little girl and everything, and that inspired Erica to take her daughter with her oldest child, his oldest daughter, with her, because they had a previous scene that Erica, you know, daughter let her know, like, why you always leave all the time, mom, every week, you know. And this is the sad thing about when you have the business, you know, balancing career and children sometimes, you know, family, period, marriage, so they had, you know, kids, and you know, here she has a job that takes them around the world, and you know, she was thinking, I think, you know, it was during school session, and she's just like, you know, I don't know, basically she could take the baby or not, but you know, this is what she has to do. And you know, she first thought about, but after the visit to that little girl, she decides to take the little girl with her, and then also a bonus is to have her sing with her on stage, you know. And so that's what's supposed to happen. And in the midst of they getting ready, we're gonna do that, then we're gonna do the Tina with the Teddy situation. And she decides to tell Warren, like, I don't, you know, because Warren's supposed to talk, they're supposed to talk about still, he wants to talk with the block, so they're supposed to make business with him. And you know how Warren's like, I'm sick and tired, man. We already know that you just want to work with Erica. And you know, Erica probably does want to do both, of do the Mary and the group thing. Warren seems to be focused on just Erica's solo career now, and that's that, okay? And she's been kind of giving hints in the last couple episodes. You need to get rid of Mitch and everything else and blah, 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 and blah, 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 right? And so Erica's like, I don't think I should tell my husband. But then 2 seconds later, when she getting ready to pack, when you meet Mitch, I don't know if you're going to see a warm, fuzzy side or a side to go and yell, because he yelled at me. And then, you know, here's Warren in the professionals, like, you know what, you know, that stands God, you could hurt somebody with yelling and stuff like that. It's like, I don't, you know, Mitch was out of line, I'm going to say, about yelling. But would it made a difference if he just said ice cream, or would it does it make more of a difference of the yelling? And you know, because she made it seem like he just started yelling and stuff like that. Okay, it was heated conversation, unfortunately, that took place that was unnecessary. But it was kind of like, you know, Warren, that gives him an excuse to go ahead and say, like, you know, I may have to do something, stuff like that, right? And we all know this is how professional Warren is. So when he comes in, you got two of his, you know, people who work, maybe PR representatives, stuff like that on my block team. And Mitch goes to see him and sits down, and here's Warren confessionals. I can't believe he's acting nonchalant like nothing happened and blah, blah, blah. Because he's a professional moving on. But being professional as Warren is, in a minute when they're talking about schedule and stuff like that, he's asking him, you know, I think like, do you want to work him? He's like, okay, I'll go ahead, whatever, you know. And he decides in front of not only doing this in a place of business, but decides to do this right in front of his other employees to talk about out of nowhere. You know, wait a minute, let me take the glasses off. Well, you know, how many children you have? Mitch is like, I have 3. Oh, are you sure? I thought you had 4. Oh, now you take glasses off. Because, you know, you don't come yell at my wife. I don't care if it's her father, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking like, well, he really, if her father got arrested, so you know their father has passed. Would he really check Daddy Campbell? Really? I mean, no, that's not their, that's their marriage because both the names came up. But would he really check Erica and Tina's them daddy if that he was to yell at him? He's telling, I don't yell my wife. You don't yell your wife and blah blah blah. You don't yell. You don't yell my wife. I don't yell her blah 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 blah. And I'm thinking like, if we had a problem with this one, it's like you proving more to be. I mean, I'm just saying it's unprofessional. Even I couldn't understand me problem because of the yelling the wife thing, but it's like. You know, because even Mitch was like, I was professional. Because even, you know, it was bad enough. I could have sworn I'd never seen this before. And all these times I watched Mary. Maybe I skipped it. But even, you know, Mitch was like, I'm so sick of this bullshit. I'm sorry, y'all. I usually don't curse that much or too little at all. But, I mean, he cursed in the confessionals and they had to blur it out. And, you know, Mitch was just like, okay. And he's just like this, you know, we do this another time. He's like, no, we going to talk about it now. He's just like, okay, whatever. And basically they end up like, so-called working with the schedule, and then I think Mitch just walked up. But it was just like, to me, that matter should have not been discussed it in front of his other employees at least. Like, really, dude, y'all, like I said in the comments, y'all already starting to get annoyed. And I mean, not even just the common stuff. It's like, what I'm seeing is, it's like, this is how, like I said, reality TV show curse does to some folks. Okay, so let's switch over. Then we get to the last part of this Atlanta Gospel Fest event. And now we got the issue, not really the issue, but Tina and Teddy's marriage. And we're still dealing with how, you know, first she's going to the store. And you know what, every time, why is it everything so significant to keep hearing the dumb symbols? You know, those symbols and the sound effects, you know, to make it more enticing when we hear certain words. And it turns out, we know being the lovable person Tina is, now Tina's in the store, still the puffy, it's not side ponytail this time, right? Like I need to be talking. But you get what I'm saying. So she's like, I need, instead of being the mom, it's time for me to be the wife. And here go Tina and Erica's mom, yeah, honey, you know, like, yes, that's what I taught you, baby. And now all of a sudden, it turns out a confessional. She's asking her mom, because she don't trust, you know, her nanny left her. I wonder why. And then she's asking her mom to be a nanny. Okay, I need your mom. I need my mom. I don't trust nobody. My new baby, blah, blah, blah. And then it turns out that Tina's mom, Tina fired their mom before. Okay, I'm just saying, it kind of reminds me, even though I can't think, Google be annoying this time, whatever, but you see how they expect Google posts to jump every 2-3 seconds. So I just wonder, like, with the mom probably said, like, you know, just because I'm your nanny, I mean I'm supposed to take your mess all the time. Okay, I got the belt, or whatever the heck occurred, but now so you need a mom. I'm just, I'm sorry, y'all. I know a lot of y'all probably ain't gonna agree with me, but I'm like, with them, and so she's getting ready to go, and Teddy is in confessionals a couple times this time, you know, whatever. And he's like, he's going to try to do to make it work, but it is a problem here. The main problem is that comes up is like him leaving the road. You hear about Tina in the car on her way, I guess, to the airport. She's talking about, if I could, I would cancel everything to just stay at home, because the main issue is the departure and the distance, and also with Teddy's other thing that starts with a D that I don't feel like going right now. That's also a problem. Teddy's billing with a D word and distance do not mix with him, okay? That seems to be the main problem. And I think in the next episode, he confesses to Warren it's been countless affairs. And even Warren's like, at least I ain't even that bad off. At least we don't know. I don't know. But he was just like, really? Something. Or he was good at it. Well, we already heard about the countless affairs, right? So, anyways, he's talking about distance, but he gonna make it work. He can't. He's willing to make the marriage work, and so he asks his honey while she's cutting some slicing those potatoes, probably make some French fries. He's up here asking like, what she doing, and she just like, love her. And then when you think it, keep loving her. That's what she needs right now. And he's going to take advice because he's trying to make this marriage work, and despite, even though he's worried about the distance thing, and probably his other thing start with D. Anyway, so we go fast forward to hotel. We got Erica, her little one, getting manis and panties, pedicures, stuff like that. So like I said, panties, but I meant to say pedicures. And she's, wants her to sing on stage, and the little girl was like, "I'll leave y'all professionals to the stuff. I ain't got time for this stuff." Okay. And then she's kind of, a little bit scared. And then they're also worried about the rain, because, this is, you may got your stage, but, the audience is out where it's, it's outside. So if it rains, a lot of people will leave, umbrellas or no umbrellas, and that's what there's something to worry about. So when she calls Tina's up there, getting her workout on, because still the baby stuff, and she just like this, all like this, stomach crutches, bicycle, exercising, right? And then, well, we already know, even though they're supposed to act normal, the cameras is right there, but she's like this, I got the do not disturb sign, okay? I don't know why. Hello? Who's coming at the door? Who's coming at the door? Hello? And then she just like this. And then it comes Teddy with some rolls and stuff like that. So she's happy. But even when I gotta make this part was a little funny to me. Because she's still in a position and she's not getting off the floor. But she's just so happy because she was frozen in the exercise movement. I don't know. So she finally sits down and talking about, of course, working on their marriage, blah, blah, blah. She feels like now if they're able to keep doing this where I guess he can be with her, or, he keep doing this move or get on the good side, then they probably can pull through this. And we already, recently, she has admitted that she feels like she might have partaken in why he has had affairs. Okay, so that's her. They want to move on. That's their business. You notice how Teddy, besides the affairs of he ain't like kind of like warm with the whole issue, or maybe just me, that he kind of is less, he kind of like more mellowed and not sitting here and being like, you need to get rid of Mitch and stuff like that. Maybe because he has other stuff he's been involved with, but so was Warren. But I mean, I guess Teddy's is worse, I guess. I don't know. But I know we ain't hearing Teddy and stuff complaining, because he in the doghouse still, or his foot halfway in there still. I don't know. But yeah, so they're going to work out on their marriage, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, the performance, there were some people who could start to rain, and the baby was coming on. At first, the little girl, Erica's daughter, first she was a little bit scared, and then she got on, they started singing, and everything else, and then, but like 30, 40 people there, because like it did start raining, but I guess most people were there, and like I told you about later after performance, the marketing executive was there talking about how many, there was a bunch, it was a concert, it was 200 executives. So I don't know, like I said, I don't know, they're making it seem like Mitch is like, because she was like, I don't want to get y'all in trouble. But she was like, it was an opportunity of a concert. She's making it seem like Mitch and them, there's a lot of opportunities they missed being with Mitch. Oh, okay, y'all. I'll leave it up to that, because it's like, now they're saying all these people have called him, them, and they said, the person they talked to, like I said before, but that's pretty much how it ended, where, they're not going to side. Then, unfortunately, we see in the next week, because it really wasn't like that much, really, in this episode, besides was like, with Warren, like, really, dude, I don't know, and maybe that's just me, but it's like, even if he has a problem with the other thing, they're sick and tired of him anyway, so it's like, find more reasons and stuff like that, and it gets the point is, because, they keep saying, he got one more chance, he's on thin ice, it's Erica, he's on thin ice, because, when they came back, Warren is like this, the last scene actually was, how she was talking about, what happened at the thing, and talking about this executive and stuff like that, and Warren refuses to work with Mitch anymore, and I think it got to the point where I think with Mitch would even come at him that way. I don't know if Mitch really wanted to work with them during there anyway, at the time anyway. It's still a lawsuit pending with them, they owe him money. So my thing is getting a point like, wow, just let this relationship die. It's not worth saving anymore, okay? So it's pretty much that. Here's get Erica even in it, it's on thin ice now. He got one more step. It just keep on saying, he got one more step and blah, blah, blah. But the next episode, I think we're going to hear the horrible news that somebody has, I think, stage 4 cancer. So God bless her. So I don't know if it's their dad, but, I hope, like I said, despite all this stuff going on, I send condolences, may their father rest in peace, or whoever the person they were speaking to, they didn't make it. But anyway, y'all, that's all I had to say. Y'all have a pleasant night, pleasant weekend. And I will see y'all in the next video. And especially since if we're Housewives Atlanta, if y'all watch that coming up, Peter and ding, ding, ding. Greg, get into it. All right, y'all. Take care.